Welcome back, guys. So, this episode is gonna focus a bit on our power. It is still good, but I can see our accumulators can just barely hang on at night now, so let's copy this blueprint. I actually did check, and I think this is pretty much exactly the perfect ratio by complete chance. From what I understand, I think if you do it in percentage, 84% is what I need of accumulators to solar panels. So this is exactly 84% to the fourth decimal, I think, something like that. So that should mean that we can pretty much copy this and keep an optimal ratio at all times, which is extremely lucky. So let's just copy this. Beautiful blueprint that's gonna serve us well for a long time. Let's put it into our blueprint book, and then let's go to stamp down a few what's called some more power. So what I'm thinking is, if you do it right here, I want to try to do some kind of cool setup. Look, everything fits in with the row parts there. So do 1 here, turn it 1, so we have all 4 towards the middle. At least that's the plan. Let's wait with. Oh, we can't just upgrade it. Now let's do 4 and see if our base can even handle that. 1, 2, turn it 1 more, 3, and then the last one up here, 4. So now we have a huge area that's going to be filled with solar power. I have a small amount over here we kind of need to fill in, but I think that's all that should be filled in. That needs to be filled in, that is. So right here in just a minute. But let's just give our robots some time to do what they do best. Pretty much build things. So that's gonna be quite a big area we have. A bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be, but that's the way it is right now. And we can always relocate it later. Luckily that doesn't cost us anything to do. This is just lacking oil again. So we have solved some of our power issues, hopefully for the future, since we are building up. These will start to craft a bit more. Of course, lacking what everything else is lacking, and that is, turn that one off, and that is pretty much green circuits. And green circuits lacking those, and that's because the robots can't deliver them fast enough. And it is here that robot attrition starts to play a bit with us, because this is pretty much the max we can get. If you look at how fast I'm producing them and how fast they are getting destroyed, they get destroyed every 2 or 3 seconds, I think, or maybe a bit more, and I produce some a bit faster than that. So what I want to do as well this episode is pretty much just upgrade how fast we put robots into the network. After we place down a few more of these to make sure that they have enough to charge at. So if we do them right here and here, where else do we have a bottleneck? Right here. That's pretty much because we are missing one in, just like that. Then I like to copy this part here down here and right there. Oh, look at all the crashes. And then I'd like to upgrade how many we produce, because we are not producing them fast enough. I can tell you that much. Is that because we are lacking steel? That is luckily something we can solve quite easily, as long as our iron allows us to do it, just like that, doubling our steel, and we have a ton of surplus iron. At least for a few minutes we do. Because then this is gonna start working, and then we will start to lose a lot of our buffer steel. So yeah, we need to make these a bit faster. Yeah, that was the steel. And now steel is gonna go in a lot faster, and then we will craft them at a speed called 2 per 5 seconds. And then we should be able to fill out a lot of these quite quickly. Where is... oh, are those lacking steel as well? Now we have some. It seems our construction robots are just busy, or somewhere else. Oh, there they go. That should be building all those. And then we're gonna request a ton of iron to fill in the rest. And then we have improved our steel production. Just look at all the iron that's starting to steal from down here, which kicks this into the start. And then we have to request in even more iron ore. And that is starting to be a bit of an issue. Because look at how many robots are starting to charge. But, oh well, that is just the nature of it right now. Take you, go down here. Have a few more robots, please. And just look at this huge mess of a base right now, requesting so many resources. But if you look down here, we're lacking these things. Oh, and it starts to lack copper. So let's just fill out the rest of this over here. For some reason I didn't fill it out completely the first time, so we can easily just do that now. That's gonna give us a bit more, and then we can start to remove some of the old ones we have here in base. You can go away. Pretty much we can do this with a deconstruct planner. No, we can't. Get you to that one, that one. What else? Oh, there's a lot that's done. You can all go away. Hopefully I don't remove so much that it doesn't work anymore. That would be very unfortunate. But I can always just start it up again. Oh, it's not working because it's lacking power. That's gonna clear out the rest we have here in the base as soon as that is done. Let's just expand that up here and get the rest of the coal that seems to be stuck here. As soon as the robot spills the power again, we will be very good. But we really have to look at optimizing our base soon, because this is not gonna work in the long run. Look at that. Being built slow and slowly. So do we pretty much just need to throw more robots at this? No, because we need this. That does need more robots. So it is just a case of increasing our robot production, which is right here at the moment. What if we just do that? Now they're coming out faster at least. That means that if we upgrade this up here, then we should be able to get them into the network faster as well. Yep, and now we should be able to increase our production quite a bit. So let's just give our base a few minutes to normalize. And by normalize, I mean catch up with everything it's behind on. Mostly electronic circuits at the moment. And that might be because quite a bit is going to our science, which is almost full everywhere. So that should not be... Wow, we just can't... Oh, we have a surplus of robots for just a few seconds, and then back again. So if we just deliver it, that would be great. And this is just trying to build. So yeah. But one thing we should start to look at is pretty much rails. What I'm thinking is that we might have rails coming in right here. Having this like as a train depot. Let's mark it with a train. And then we can have it come out this way. Split off to gather whatever we need around the map and then deliver it back to here. Having some kind of buffer. Or we could do it down here below, where we have a bit more room and the travel time is not too bad. To be honest, I might do it down here instead, having a train station right there and then having a stacker, maybe right here having stackers. So train going out into the world and coming back in here. I think that might be a cool idea. So yeah, let's work towards that, because we are starting to lack quite a bit of resources coming in, and I don't think we can just tell our robots to grab it up here. Or we could try and see how far we can push our robot gameplay. But I'm afraid it won't be good enough in the long run. So what can we do here? Close it off. Close it off. Pretty much make one long wall right here. Because then we'll get all the copper here. 10 mil. 3.4 mil. Oh, we have iron here as well. That's quite cool. Mil. And then we don't have anything closer. 6.1 million. So yeah, we kind of need to expand out a bit. This is still holding strong. This is still going somewhat decent. Oil is lacking. Oil we don't have anywhere else close by. So we kind of have to use what we have. This will just keep building. That is completely fine. So let's look at this. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting delivered. And we don't really have any robots. We do have a bit here being stuck. So we'll have to grab, oh, it's because this is not being built yet. Grab some for right here. And on the other side. And then we'll just, well, wait for these to be made. Electric engines. That just needs gear. We do have gear. They're just not, oh, sorry, not gear. Iron. Iron is just not being delivered. But we should have some. Oh, we are really lacking robots to move things around. That's kind of what I'm realizing right now. Seeing that this is not enough, apparently. But luckily it's not because a ton is charging. That's not what's holding us back. Except down here, it's pretty much just not having enough robots. Because they get destroyed at an alarming rate. And it is a bit annoying. But it is probably something to deter you from going way too crazy into robots. But I'll do it anyway. Robots break. They do in the real world as well. So yeah, let's just keep trying to catch up with the rate they just get destroyed at. And one way to fix it is trains. Trains moving it around. Or yeah, pretty much that. Pretty much just getting more trains to help us out is our only solution at the moment. Wonder if something's gonna get destroyed at some point because so many is crashing. I'm afraid that's gonna be the case. Oh, now our green circuits are back up. These are back up. What are we lacking then? Petroleum. But that should level out quite soon. That is very good. If you look at production, it's still just, wow, iron ore is just going crazy. Iron plate as well. But that is quite cool. Quite cool. Oh well, while we wait for the base to normalize, let's try and see what kind of train setup we should do. Let's request a few tracks, so we have some on us. We'll also need to set up at the signals, all three. We should have enough room right here. If I'm not, let's see if we can't do it here. 1, 2, 3. See if we can get it built nice and easily. In just a minute. Go a bit away and you can go away. The pistol can go away. Come on, robots. Come and help me build this, please. I don't know where you're flying from, but it's too far away. Oh, we can just do this for now. Here and here. So it is pretty much just, yeah, iron not being delivered. That is a bit annoying. But there's nothing we can do about that. You can go away. Let's remove that one. Not really needed for our plan of getting it in down here instead. And if we just do trains, one train for each thing. What I'm thinking of doing is doing a train station where they pretty much just roll in. Then we have storage crates around, and with us for active providers just throwing it into the system. And then we'll only let new trains in case that the resource, for example raw iron or raw copper, is below 30k. So you always have 30k in the system. I think that's kind of what I want to do. And then the outpost we can do with belts, so we don't have robots getting destroyed out there, because we can't really replace them. And I think that will be quite cool. But we were making all the things we need: train stops, rail signals, and chain signals. I don't understand why all our iron is not being delivered. They should, without any issue. Oh well, I'm probably missing something extremely obvious somewhere. Are you taking all our motors? They might be. So that is what is going on. Oh well, strange. We are producing a ton of things, so I'm guessing we are making something. It might just be a ton of science that is building up right now, up to the 2k. At least in some cases up to the 2k. And that might be what is holding up our base. No? The power just go out. Damn. That is insane how much power we're using. Because we do have... Oh, we don't have enough coal. This doesn't supply enough coal anymore. What about up here? This does supply enough, but we're not getting it delivered fast enough. So we're gonna hit... We are gonna be in an issue with the coal. Oh, this is bad, guys. This is extremely bad. What are we producing that are taking so many resources? Right here we're pretty much not producing anything of extreme value. Is it pretty much just all of this? Oh, it can't be that, because oh yeah, they are working quite tirelessly here, but that shouldn't be an issue, the small amount it's using. That should also be fine. What is the issue right now? I can't really... Why can't I figure that out? What is holding us up? Thank God we're building solar, so just look at that, solar going up steady. Making sure that if we didn't have solar, we would have been in a bad place way sooner. So look, right here is a ton of coal. Just kind of stuck in a charging position. But they are starting to fill up again. That is very good to see. But the nights are bad, from what I can tell. And we're starting to miss enough iron being produced, or at least being delivered. Also being produced. So let's do... We need to set up the trains. The trains are extremely needed right now. So that means let's grab a ton of things for building. We can get you, and you. And then we'll go set up a train station. We will need just a few more than that, please. We don't need passive providers for anything. We don't need requesters. Or maybe passive providers into something. Let's get some active providers. Let's go down here and set it up. Go, go, go. And was it right over here? I set it. So clear out all of these trees and get ready to set up a train station. And I think we need to do what's it called? A lot of inputs. We should probably do double-headed trains for this. I think, or should we do double-headed or just one way? Then you just need a way out. So what if I do, what is a good way to build this? Let's see if it comes in here, turns around a bit behind this, just up like here, going across a few more, at least so you can get out again. Let's see if this fits. Of course we can't go any closer to that one. What about over here? And here we can't go any closer than that. This goes all the way up here, connects into this one. Do we have enough room to make train stops in here then? So this one can just go around if it needs to loop for any reason. Then we can do a stacker, probably right here. Maybe using 2 of them for stackers. But pretty much just going with 2 cargo wagons. Is that gonna be enough? It will have to be. It will have to be enough. So train stop. Let's do it here in the middle. We can always just move it up a bit. Go over here. Down. Then we'll take a train stop. Oh, it's nowhere big enough. Why is it so small? You might need to do a double one for the train station, because this is definitely not big enough. So if we do it over this way and do a double inputs for the unloading and for the stacking. That means if we remove this one and remove that, can they continue over right here? Do I need to go, let's go down 1. So right here. Down to here. Then we can go directly over this way instead. And then we can do longer trains, because they pretty much just have to go in with raw resources. Let's see if this will work. So we went from not having any room at all to having a lot of room, I think. Because then we can remove the... Oh, that's huge stops. Can we take this one out in the middle? And just let trains come in some other way. Should we do... How many can be in one? That means you go in 2,000 in each. That means 4,000 at a time. We'll just have more unloading spots, I think. Or we can stack behind. Ah, yeah. We can do stacking in the rows. Yeah, let's do that for now and see if that won't work. Instead of doing a normal stacker, we'll just do stacker in here. Oh, I think that's gonna be cool. Because then if we do train stop here, okay, make some locomotives. We can't, but we'll just have to request a few things to do it. Then we can do train 1, 2, then do stop right there. Then do 1, 2, 3. Pretty much just stacking a few trains in here. And then do one all the way over here as well. Just right there. So it means we can stack 3 trains. We could actually set up active providers here to take out in case the threshold is low enough. No, let's try and do it like that. Then we need to get underground belts. I would very oh god damn it! Don't destroy that. That's my oil. Oh, there's locking oil in it. So just need to place one up here, just to protect our base. Stop eating it, you stupid things. Luckily it didn't destroy these. That would have been very, very bad. So, yeah. I'll end the episode here. And then we'll look at trains again next episode. And see if this is a good way to do it, or I have to redesign a lot of this. But I'll end the episode on biters hopefully getting killed quite soon. If it's ever gonna get delivered. If not, tune in next episode and see the conclusion of the biter attack. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye guys.